late start to the day on a Saturday. It's just after 2:30 and we're gonna try to do 50 miles right now. I really did not want to get up off the sofa. I waited a little bit too long, so the mornings are still pretty cool, and I didn't want to have to wear a jacket and the leggings. So I decided to wait, get out a little bit later, but now it's pretty warm. It's about 75 degrees, but I'm getting lazy. So as you can see, I'm wearing the glasses. I got the nice kit on, got the long socks. I needed every bit of gear to get me motivated, so let's get going. We got 50 miles. I'm just 5 minutes in, but I'm so glad I decided to ride. Beautiful day. About 6 or 7 miles in, feeling pretty strong. I had a big lunch about noon to 1 o'clock. I had a soda, so lots of sugar. Had some mashed potatoes, some other starches. So I feel really strong right now. It's pretty warm out. There's not a cloud in the sky, so the sun is pretty intense. So I'm trying to stay hydrated. Taking a sip of water about every 15 minutes. About 10 miles in, feeling pretty solid. It is really hot out. I'm sweating bullets, but I'm still feeling strong. I'm trying to keep my cadence above 80. Woo! Let's keep it moving. I'm not too thrilled with the route I chose to get out here. I picked a slightly different route to avoid the city traffic. It's just about rush hour, so I wanted to get on the side roads. But the last 3 miles or so I've done without a bike lane. And usually I don't mind not using a bike lane, but not during rush hour traffic. That's not fun. But a quick tip is, if I'm at a light and there's a row of traffic behind me, I wait till the whole row of traffic goes, and then I'll just hook on the back. And this way there's nobody behind me for a little ways, and then the people who are speeding, they tend to get over one lane anyway, so they can keep flying by. They don't want to try to just give me the 3 feet is the law here in Arizona. So that's a little tip. My camera's about to die. It showed all bars when I left the house. Then about halfway through, the second bar started popping up. Now I just got my last bar. Ah! All right, just hit the first hill. Let's get going. Gotta love it downhill. Now it's time to get back up. I'm gonna give it a really hard effort on the way up. It's the last hill climb, and then it's downhill the rest of the way home. So that's my chance to get some good climbing in, get some time out of the saddle. Woo! I don't know what in the world I just hit, but it sounded like my bike exploded. So I was in the zone, and man, I was just focusing on going straight, and you can see where the sidewall kind of just is shredded, and this is the initial impact. I just checked the road. I can't really see anything. I heard it fleeing up, but whoa, that scared me. I'm not missing anything on the bike. Can't find anything on the road, but... and these are quality tires. These are the Continental Gator skins, so they don't get much more durable, but criminy. Well, gotta fix my flat though. Man, that was scary. So I didn't see anything out on the road. The best I can guess is that I hit a rock just right, and it blew out the side of the tire. So what I'm going to do is use a business card to patch up the inside, because on the tire went all the way through. So if I pump up the inner tube, it might just pop out back through the tire. It's not the inner tube that really went bad, because I got a snake bite flat, which is the two flats right next to each other. So basically the rim ended up puncturing the inner tube from the underside. Craziest thing I've ever seen. Spec tire was on its way out anyway. Tread life was getting pretty low, but sheesh, that was a close one. Good thing I stayed upright. So if one flat wasn't bad enough, my spare tube was actually defective. So right where the Presta valve is attached into the tube on the back side, you can see the outline, and right on that outline it's actually perforated, so you can see those slashes. So during the manufacturing process, so today's ride didn't go quite as planned. So I ended up having to call Gloria for a ride home. After that second flat, there was no way I could repair it. So unfortunately I had to bail out. So I was 6 miles short of 50. So at 44 miles. I was holding a pretty good pace too. I was feeling really good, but it just wasn't in the cards. Normally when I do a long ride, 50 plus miles, I'll have 2 inner tubes, but in the saddlebag, the one I just carry to work every day, I only carry one, since it's so close, and I just didn't take the time to add a second one. But now that we're home, I'm going to go ahead and throw on a brand new tire. So we've got a brand new Gator skin that we're going to throw on there, and then we'll put in a new tube while we're at it. So let's get that installed. Pretty stiff right out of the box. So the gator skins are directional. You can see the little pattern there. So they kind of look like arrows, and the arrows are pointing in the direction of rotation. So that's how we're going to install it. Always put the lettering of the tire right in line where the valve goes. This way, when I got to pump up my tire or check where my flat is, I always have a reference point. No tools. Alright, so we got a new tire on. I feel much better. On those downhills I was giving it a pretty good effort, even going down, so I'm glad that it didn't pop while I was out in the middle of nowhere, and then I did it when I was in town. I was only a few miles away from home, so getting a ride home wasn't too bad. But it's always important that you always have spares. Even though I ran out, a good lesson to myself, a good reminder to have several backups. I had patches, but these were too big of gouges to even patch up. So unfortunately, even on the best days, sometimes you got to call for help. That's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. It was definitely an interesting one for me as well. So get out and ride and be safe.